welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming and our first episode of our campaign for the Crusade campaign. We're starting out, Phalanx 4. If you haven't seen the prelude to the campaign, you should probably watch the prelude before you do watch this video. You can go to the playlist and check out, for Phalanx 4 Crusade campaign, check out the prelude where we give you an introduction, guys, to everything that we're doing in the campaign and to show you how to run a Crusade campaign yourselves, and just to take you through what units we're taking, all of that, how it all kind of works, so that when we go into games and go into post-game, etc., pre-game, you kind of get a better idea of what's going on. And I've done a nice bit of cinematics and such at the beginning of the prelude to open the story for you guys, which is really nice. So I hope you enjoy watching that, and if you've already watched that and you come back to us here, welcome, and buzzing to have played the first episode, so I know what's happened. Obviously, please do throw a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, guys, or you're starting to watch the campaign. Please do make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell for future videos. Also, obviously, please do, as always, that we ask if people can sign up to become members on our Patreon page. You get many benefits, such as all of these battle reports earlier than everybody else, up to a week early, for the whole campaign and every other video we release. But the amount of videos we release, we're being very ambitious with the channel. We want to be able to cover more games. We want to be able to do more Crusade, more 40k. We want to be able to cover things like kill teams still as well, you know. But we can't do that unless we've got the backing and the funding to be able to do more videos for you guys. So please do support us. Go over to the Patreon page in the link in the description below and sign up there to become a member. But otherwise, really hope you enjoy this one, guys. Start of the campaign here. It's a great one. Enjoy it. See you there. Alright then, guys, here we go. We are ready for the first mission, first episode of the campaign. And it's a meeting of the points, sweep and clear mission here. We're doing combat patrol level, obviously, for the campaign. If you haven't watched the prelude, like I said in the introduction to the campaign, explaining how Crusade works, etc., and basically telling you what options we've taken for both Klawzilla's killers and my Duke's Hazards. And you can go there and find out everything you need to know about the backstory of the campaign. But essentially, this point we're at here, the first meeting between the two, is essentially an open forest. So the Orks have pushed forwards and met the Duke's regiment in the middle of the forest, the middle of the Death World forest. So neither of us are yet pushing each other back towards our own camps. Okay then, guys, so the first list for the first mission here from Duke's Hazards is as follows. 25 power, obviously, for combat patrol level. And usually you would only be able to take one agenda, but we're taking two for this mission. We'll take you through those when we actually set up the game, because mine does depend on setup. Otherwise, obviously, the leader himself, he'll be pretty much involved in every battle, I should think, unless there's a narrative reason for him not to be. And it's going to be Duke Hazard himself at the front. You should know by now, if you've watched the prelude, what he's equipped with. Nothing has changed, so I'm not going to go into detail with what everything's really got. That's just as it is. You've got the 3 units of Catachan warriors, Catachan fighters, obviously with their flamers, vox casters, and their sergeants with plasma pistols and power swords. You have Scout Sentinel with his fully kitted out hunter killer missile, chainsaw, heavy flamer. He can obviously get that bonus move at the beginning of the game as well, which could be really handy. You've got the Chem Cannon Hellhound Bane Wolf, with a Stormbolter pintle mounted, a multi-melter on the front hull, and then he's got all of the upgrades, auger arrays, track guards, and dozer blade. Pretty awesome. You got the 3 Ogrins, Duke's guardsmen, basically his guard. You've got a Bulgrin in there. They've got what they've got. They don't really change much. And that is my 25 power list for the first game. Like I said, we've got other options, but this is the list I've chosen to go with for the first game for funsies. Alright then, Al, so the Klawzilla's claws.
Yeah, Klawzilla himself with the killer claw.
That's awesome. I love that model so much. If you haven't already seen it in the prelude, once again, guys, go and check that out for sure, so you know what you're looking at here.
Chomp, 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 chomp. Was there the weird boy? Couple of units of boys.
Oh, also, one thing I don't think we filmed for the prelude, so we'll add it in now. I believe one thing we changed up, the Psyker, the weird knob shaman. He has taken the stratagem, hasn't he? For,
Warped.
yeah, you now spend 4 acquisition points instead of 3. to take Warped as the stratagem, which also adds a Crusade point to him, which gives me +2 command points each game at the moment instead of one that it was before for the Warlord stratagem. So yeah, he's going to have that, which gives him his +1 psychic power per time,
so he's got the jump and Warpath, and he can cast 2 abilities per turn.
Nice.
As I say, the 2 units of boys, one with a leader with a Combi Scorcher, one with a leader with a Power Claw. We've got Bushwhackers, commandos over there, and the leader's got Power Claw. And then the Meganobs with the twin saws, and 2 with Scorchers and Power Claws.
Loving it. And your Goths as well, which
we're all Goths.
Your
exploding
sixes. And for my Catachan, obviously, I'm going to be
mucking about.
Re-rolling my flamer weapons on tank or vehicles. +1 to leadership within 6 of Duke himself, and +1 strength for all my infantry due to Catachan. And here we go, middle of the Deathworld Forest. Table setup is as follows. I've added a couple more bits on there. Obviously combat patrols, so we've got the 2 kill team sized boards, the 22 by 30 boards. So yeah, that's the table setup. This is all Deathworld Forest terrain that was sold by Games Workshop. I don't know that they do anymore, so it's quite a good thing that we had it already from when we played Kill Team. We're going to make sure that these are kind of a circle, the terrain. So obviously that'll be like a circle for terrain. This will be a circle in itself so that you can go inside it to actually benefit from the cover. These will be classed as barricades, so they're defensible as well as these. Otherwise, it'll just be kind of dense cover almost, really, and these will be blocking line of sight. So if you're wholly behind it and you can't see any part of a base or anything, then nobody can shoot through it essentially. And then these will be classed as barricades. Every other small piece is just going to be classed as line of sight blocking, really. Yeah, but other than that, it's going to be straight on here to roll off probably. I'll sum up the mission for you. It's one of the Crusade missions, sweep and clear for combat patrol. The mission briefing, we have 2 objective markers each. You have a thin line down the middle of the battlefield because it's going lengthways this game. One of us will deploy that side, one of us on that side. There's a thin line in the middle, 3 inches across either way. We have to each drop a marker within that middle line, and then we also have to drop one of our own markers on our own deployment zone on either side as well. So we'll get into that now when we do the roll-off for who's attacker, who's defender. And also obviously deploy for you guys to check that out. Otherwise, it's secure and sweep this mission, so if you hold an objective, you can leave it and you don't have to still hold it. So that's an interesting little incentive in this mission that should suit the Orks a bit better, actually, probably, being able to get into combat after holding stuff. But obviously that means you have to hold it for a whole turn until your next combat phase, then you can leave it and you hold it until somebody else takes it from you. Can't score the primary objectives in the first round, but you get 10 points for each objective marker thing that you fulfill. So for one objective marker you get 10 points. If you have more than your opponent, you get another 10 points. If you control the objective marker in your opponent's deployment zone, you also get another 10 points. So pretty brutal. A victory bonus for this mission: the victor can select 2 units from their army marked for greatness after the battle instead of just 1. So always after each battle, remember guys, you can select one of your units to be marked for greatness. They gain 3 experience points. In this battle, if you win it, you can select 2 instead of 1, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so we've marked out the map for sweep and clear. So you have this centre line, which is 3 inches out either way, which is where 2 of our objectives will go. And then the other ones will go in our own deployment zones, which is these lines backwards at the back here. But we've got to roll off to see who picks sides, and obviously who's attacker, who's defender, because whoever's attacker, I believe, drops the first marker down. So we'll do a roll off out. I'm getting a 1 for the Catachan, good start to the campaign. A 4 for the Orks, Klawzilla's Killers. So Al, your attacker, you get to, I believe, place the first objective, but I'll check that now. And also I'll have to drop the first unit for deployment. Right then guys, so like we say, we're all set up with objectives now. Myself and Al have placed them, so I've got, where are we going? So Al placed his in his deployment first this side. He opted to be on this side, so he's put his number 3 objective there. I put my first objective in my deployment down under the tree there. You can probably just about see number 1. On that side, then we had to alternate, and Al had to pick his in the middle, in the centre line. He went there, and I went...
Corridor like
indeed. And I went on this side there. They had to be 9 apart and then 6 more away from the edge, which we've managed to do. Other than that, the other thing we didn't point out, which we've just read as well, is that in Crusade campaigns, you have to use the strategic reserves rule, so it's not like open play. It's narrative play, Crusade, which means that you have to bring in any reserves you put into reserve now, round 2 onwards. They can come in. And obviously in round 2 they can't drop in your opponent's deployment, round 3 they can. I believe those are the only restrictions, and obviously usually you have to be 9 or more away from your opponent. But otherwise, I'll be starting the game on 4 CP, because Al has 2 Crusade points more than me, which means that I half that, rounding up, which is 1. So I start on 4 command points, he starts on 3. There we go, guys, deployment complete, awesome stuff. Just to kind of take you through it exactly, Catachan squads for me here. We've got my Ogrin Duke's bodyguard at the front, obviously. I considered putting them into reserves, like Al's commandos, but they don't drop in like they do for Deep Strike, so I'd have to spend a point on them and I'd have to bring them on the edge. Yeah, I decided just to put them on the front in the end for a bit of cover. We've got Duke himself down in the middle there, ready to pop off all the orders, obviously. My Scout Sentinel, who will now, before we start the game, actually get a Scout move, so I'll have to do that in a moment. And then the Chem Cannon Banewolf on the flank there, on that side, went down as well. So, on L's side, Ork boys, Nobs at the back. You've got the weird Nob Shaman, yeah?
Yeah.
And the war boss at the back there, nice. And then you got the commandos in reserve to drop in round 2 onwards. Just to point out the 2 agendas we've both picked for this mission as well. We've both taken Reaper, which means that the unit with the highest kills and highest kill tally in the game gets 2 experience points extra at the end of the game. I took Sentinel, which in my first command phase I need to pick a unit, and if that unit's alive on the selected objective that I choose as well, at the end of the game, then they get +4 experience points, which is really cool. So I have to choose that in my first command phase. Then Al, you took Lord of the Warps, is it?
Yeah.
Which is if you each time you cast a spell with your Psyker, cast a magic with your Psyker, then psychic power with your Psyker, then you use Psychic Tally,
which resets to 0 if I get perils.
If you perils. If you're not on 0 at the end of the game and you're on 1, 2, whatever, he gains 1 for each point he's on, I believe, or something like just straight up 2 points.
I think it's straight up 2 points.
So that's the 2 agendas, pretty cool. Let's get into initiative roll-off. Here we go. The winner gets to choose first or second as well. 5-5, of course it is. It would only be an Al and Luke campaign if we don't have a re-roll. Al wins it though. Catachan lose the first roll-off, so the Killer Claws get to choose first or second here. So Al's decided to give me initiative, yeah? For the first round. Just let me play things out, I guess. Keep your distance a little bit at first. Let me make the first moves. Scout Sentinel had a scout move for me of 9 inches, so he's there already before the game even started. He's already on objective 4. Into my command phase, I will also... Oh, I'm up to 5 command points, by the way, now, because gain a command point in the first round. And the objective I'll choose for my Sentinel will be this squad here, in the middle, and that objective. So that is the Sentinel for the agenda. That is the end of the first command phase. No points scored, obviously, this round for either of us. Yeah, I think the Banewolf is going to have to advance to get some shots in early on, because obviously I auto-hit anyway. So the tank's going to advance, +2, not really what I wanted. Okay, I'm going to have to try and re-roll that because I do actually really want him to get pushed forward. I need a 5 or a 6 ideally. Going to go down to 4 command points and re-roll the advance. Oh, a 3, it's slightly better, but still not enough. And there we go, Bane Wolf thrashing forwards to use that chem cannon on an auto hit. He's just about in range of this Orc Boy squad, but that'll be his only target. The Sentinel also pushed 9, ready to charge. The Guardsmen here are going to go advance as well. For +2. Well, my advances has not been good so far. There we go, they're advancing 8 inches just up round the corner there, and then I'll give the order later on for them to advance again, move in, advance again in the shooting phase. Ogryns will also advance, get in front of that objective, +5, that's important. Ogryns advancing up to there, getting on objective 2 for now. Guardsmen on this flank here are just going to make normal moves because these 2 squads want to be shooting ideally this round if they can. Right then, so all movement is completed. The Guardsmen here push forward 6. Guardsmen here, I made sure most of them are within 24-inch range of those Orc Boys. They've just moved across so that this guy who is within still in coherency range of 2 models, 2 friendly models, but he's also within 3 of that objective, and that's the unit obviously for my Sentinel agenda. Otherwise, everything has pushed forward pretty well this round already. Shooting phase, it's going to be order time. This is going to be interesting, see how well this works. My Colonel can give 2 orders. I'll probably spend a command point at some point here to give a 3rd order, but we'll wait and see. And I have the Laurels of Command, so on a 4-up, once I've given that unit an order, I can give them a separate order on a 4-up. Yeah, so pretty awesome. The Colonel will first of all target this unit. He's within 18 inches because he has the Vox casters around him. Within 3 Voxcaster units. So this unit first, we're going to give them move so that they can make a move and advance again instead of actually shooting this phase. So they will advance. That's perfect. It's going well now. +6 advance for that unit. That's what we want. So there we go. That's them done. They've advanced down in front of my tank. 12 inches was that I needed a good advance there. So that's the command on them, the order. With the Colonel, if he's within 6 inches then of that unit, he can use Laurels of Command, but he's not. That's why I've kept these 2 in range. So next he'll go for this unit. They will be given, for the first normal order, which for free obviously, they're going to be given 1st rank fire, 2nd rank fire. So instead of rapid fire 1, I'm now rapid fire 2 for lasguns this round. Always a really must have. Then on a 4-up, Laurels of Command, he shouts another order at them. I get a 4. I will give them, and for that I will give them the additional order, bring it down, so re-rolling wound rolls of a 1 across the board as well. So they're going to be firing 2 shots at long range each, re-rolling wound rolls of a 1 this round, so awesome stuff. Then I shall spend a command point. I shall go down to 3 for an additional order from the officer this round. Duke will then shout at this unit. He will also give them 1st rank fire, 2nd rank fire. But I will then roll on a 4-up, I get an additional order. We get it again on a 6 this time though, so the best we can get from it so far. They're going to also get bring it down for re-rolling wound rolls of 1. So both of these units are going to have lasgun shots on 2 shots each, even though they're not in rapid fire range. And they're going to re-roll wound rolls of a 1, so awesome stuff. Okay, so the unit down below, the Ogryns here then, in the shooting phase, are going to shoot into the Orc Boys just down in front there. They're just about within 24, all of them. It's going to be 2 shots instead of 1 due to 1st rank, 2nd rank fire, and re-rolling wound rolls of 1. So we're going to be hitting on 4s here straight up. Just below average there, ready on the hit rolls. Not the best, but if we can get some good wounds, we'll be alright. 5s re-rolling 1s now, strength 3, toughness 4. Oh, it was terrible. I've only got 1 to re-roll, which I got 1 wound with. But I suppose that's 1 6 up for the Orc Boys, so it might be 1 down. Taking the save roll, so 1 does die. The other unit down at the back there will shoot into the other Orc Boy squad, because that's the only one they're in range of. The Vox caster at the back of the unit there is out of range, so it's only 7 others to actually shoot, with 2 shots each. Same again though, they're re-rolling 1s to wound, otherwise it's 4s. That's slightly better. Then we're wounding, bring them down! Fire at will! Re-rolling 1s. Need some 5s. We do get 2 more 5s from the re-roll, so it worked. Okay, nothing made anyway. That's 3 Orc Boys bites the dust already. Let's go on to probably the Scout Sentinel. He's going to hit this Orc Boy squad as well. It's going to be D6 for the heavy flamer, which you can re-roll for being a Catachan vehicle. We get 6, no worries. Okay, 6 shots, auto hitting being a heavy flamer, wounding, strength 5, so 3s to wound. And that's a good roll. That's 5 wounds at -1 AP. 5 6-up saves because you have cover, so it just about saved you there. No 6s though. 5 bite the dust. Ouch. So yeah, there's nothing that can actually shoot on the Bane Wolf now, but he's pushed forward. He's ready to keep ploughing through the Orc lines as we go on through the battle. Okay, so then the Scout Sentinel will also use it. I forgot he had his Hunter Killer Missile. Single shot once per game, so it's a one-use missile. Single shot. He's going to go for the knobs, so they will get cover, but this is going to probably hurt if it goes through. He needs a 4-up though to hit, obviously. Does get the hit, that's the hardest part. 2's the wound because strength 8 and toughness 4. Does wound. So a 3-up save for the knobs with cover. Oh, just about made it. So no, that would have been D6 damage, so definitely worth getting rid of that. So Scout Sentinel's now used this Hunter Killer Missile. The tank still has his left, but he hasn't been able to use anything this round due to advancing. So probably a fault on my part with that one. The Ogren's advanced, but they're not within 12 range to shoot their gauntlets, Grenadier gauntlets. We've done those. The Colonel only has a plasma pistol, so I think it'll just be on to charging because I want to tie up this unit with the Scout Sentinel if I can help it. Scout Sentinel will then charge into this unit to try and tie them up. And get a 6, I probably can make it with that. Scout Sentinel charging to there to get within an inch of the closest Orc boy there. And the War Boss is too far away to heroically intervene, so I'll be happy with that. I have my Chainsword on the front of it, so it's -1 AP instead of no AP, but it's only a single attack. He's just in there to tie you up really, but he might kill one. 4-up to hits. Hits, I'm rolling well so far. Wounding on a 3 because strength 5. Wounds, that's -1 AP, that's a dead Orc. That's better than I thought he would do, to be honest. Okay, so 25 attacks, you're going to go with 15 straight away here for the Orcs attacking back. And you need 3s, 6s are activate your Goth ability, obviously, which you did pretty well with there. So do your Goth's ability there, and then you've got 10 more attacks anyway. So it's needing 3s. Nice, so only failing 2. So that's 15 wounds so far, hits so far, so you can roll another 10 now for your other 10 hit rolls. Okay, the second load of hit rolls.
Holy moly!
Oh my god, I'm rolling them 6s. Awesome
Whoa.
stuff. So that's put you already on 25 hits, successful hits, and you've got another so many dice to go. And that's all hits as well except for 1. Wow, dearie me, that's not good for me. 31 wound rolls to make, you need 5s though. Go for it. Gonna do 16 then a 15. 8 wounds so far. Another 15 incoming. That's probably slightly more average.
How many
so we've
wounds
got
has he
12 saves to do. He's got 6 wounds and he's on 4-ups. So on average, technically, he should fail 6. So if I do slightly better than average, he'll live. Let's see. I'm going to do 6 then 6. I need 4-ups because there's no AP, is there? So 4-ups. It's not looking good already. He's lost 4 wounds. That's not good. I need to do better than average now on the next roll. I think I need to make 5 of these 6 now, so it's not looking good. If it comes down to literally re-rolling 1, I probably will do for a command point, but it's going to be a good roll. Oh, no, not quite. Okay, so he takes another... I've got 3 saves. He takes 3 wounds from that one already there. If I re-rolled 1 and got a 4-up, he'd still take 2 wounds, and he's only on 2 left, so he would die. So let's see if he explodes as well. On a 6, he explodes, and every unit within 3, which will just be those Orc boys, will take a mortal wound.
No.
I got a 4, so no explosion. He just gets removed. He's a wreck. Well done. Got some revenge there. That was needed for you, I think. And we need to keep track of tallies here, actually, as well, because you just killed an enemy unit.
Yeah.
So what we'll do for the Crusade, that specific squad of boys, which is your Scorcher squad.
Yeah, that's Pyro's boys.
Pyro's boys, get a tally towards Reaper. Right then, so that is the end of the combat phase. The Orcs here can consolidate 3 inches towards the closest enemy, which would be the tank, the guardsman and the tank there. Right then guys, my fault, I mucked up with the filming there. We took morale tests here. Al rolled, didn't roll a 6 here, he rolled a 5. And you rolled and failed the morale test here. And then 1 left, 1 died, and then you were left with the knob. He had to take a combat attrition test and rolled a 1 or if you rolled a 1 or a 2 he would have died. But he was alive, he rolled a 4, yeah, which you can still see there. I'm not going to make Al roll it again, it's just unfair because it was so pivotal. Okay, so into the Orks, turn 1. Knobs slightly moving out of the way, yeah, to allow the knobs to move through. They are ending up there, just on the other side of the tree line, ready to push forwards later on. Moving those Ork boys in to help out on that side as well. Okay, so the Weird Knob Shaman as well, just sneaking his way into the tree line there, staying on the objective, but also making sure he's within 10 of 10 different models, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so end of your movement phase, yeah?
I'm going to do Unstoppable Green Tide.
Yeah, so 3 command points, which is what you were wanting to save them for. Remove him, and then you can drop him, I think within 6 of the edge, and...
6 inches at the edge, and more than 9 inches from enemy models.
Yep, and then you get the full strength unit back, which is why I really wanted to kill that unit. And there we go, after using the green tide, the Ork boys drop in on this flank, wholly within 6 of the edge, which they will be there, and 9 away from all enemy units. Wow. Incredible. Ork boys, knobs, everything's moved up, Weird Knob Shaman, and it will now be, I guess, into Psychic, which is where you're going to try and jump your war boss. Okay then, so going on to Psychic, you've got I'm
going to do a smite against the nearest unit.
Catachan warriors.
Got a warp charge of 5.
You're adding
but
1
I get
to the
+1 because of the warp energy of all these boys walking.
Nice. So you're going to need a 4.
Yeah.
Getting it on an 8.
Okay.
D3 mortal wounds for 3. Second ability, 3 have been removed from the squad here. And then your second one.
I'm going to do the jump onto the war boss.
Yep.
This is a warp charge of 7, so
you need
that's going to be 6.
Oh, just about.
Just about.
Which means you can jump him, which means you can jump
anywhere on the board.
9 inches away. Okay then, so into the Orc shooting phase. The war boss has jumped, not that far actually really in the end, but he's jumped to there, which is probably more than he could have moved. However, it's shooting now. Are you going to start with the Scorchers?
Yeah.
I'm going to use, for that Guardsman squad, take cover to go down to 2 points. And I get +1 to my saving throws for the squad against shooting this round.
Ranged.
So you got the combi Scorchers.
Yeah.
Going to use the shooters on
first,
the 2 models.
Needing 6s because they're Orks. And got 1.
Strength 4, so 3s to wound. You got 1 hit, so 1 wound goes through. Okay, because I took cover for a CP, I'm on 4 up saves here without any AP. I don't make it though for the first one. 1 goes down, we'll take off this one just in behind here. 2 Scorchers then, D6 each is it?
It's, yeah, assault D6, so I'll do the amount of shots first.
Go for it.
So 5 shots. It's
auto hitting, yeah, so wounding is going to be on a strength 5, yeah?
Strength 5.
So 3s. Oh wow, okay. I took cover, which means that I'm going to have 5 up saves instead of 4 ups now because of the -1 AP from the Scorchers. 5 saves, 5 ups. Oh dear, not good. So I had to choose which 2 to leave, which was a real pain. I couldn't leave the Sergeant and the Flamer because they were just out of range of each other, which really sucked. So unfortunately I've left the Flamer and a Lasgun, and it'll be the Sluggers to pound me here now along with the Scorcher there. So everything going into the 2 Guardsmen left. Want to make sure they're going out of action.
Yep.
Go for it.
So I'll shoot the Scorcher, combi Scorcher.
D6.
5 attacks.
5, man. It's not looking good. Auto hitting. Wounding.
It was 3s, wasn't it?
Burning, boys. 3s, yeah. And that's a good roll.
4.
That's 4 wounds. 5 up saves because I've still taken cover. 4 saves on 5 ups. Yeah, they're dead. That's poor. Okay, so War Boss is going to fire the shooter because he's not in range with the Scorcher into the Ogrins. So you're needing 5s?
5s. No.
Nope. What do you want to do, the boys? Who are they going to target? So 9 Sluggers from the Orc Boys unit into the Ogrins. Go for it. Okay, wounding on hitting on 5. Sorry, wounding on 5s now. Though for strength 4, toughness 5.
No.
Nope, nothing from those. Pretty much what I'd expect from orc shooting. Although to be fair, Scorchers did their job. Finished off that unit without having to deal with them. Combat phase it will be, I think. Okay, so Bane Wolf is being charged by the Orc boys. Just be glad you didn't say the knobs first, because multi-melter and everything could be worse. So I'm going to use a CP for Overwatch to go down to 1, and then I'm going to use Defensive Gunner's Tactic for a CP to go down to 0, so that I'm overwatching with all my weapons on the tank at 5 ups. First of all, the most important one is probably, let's just go with the multi-melter on a 5 up. No, didn't get the multi-melter. That would have been a dead orc, I mean, if we're being honest. Let's then go with the Stormbolter on top, pintle mounted. 4 shots for rapid fire range on 5s. We get a hit. Wounding is going to be on a 4. No wound, not a good start. However, we have the Chem Cannon and the Hunter Killer Missile. The Hunter Killer Missile single shot on a 5. Yes! 2 to wound. Yes! That's a dead orc. I was just saying to Al, I'm just picturing a Hunter Killer Missile launching off the side of the tank and an orc trying to catch it, and he just launches off into the trees. That's what I pictured there. Single orc boy. Okay, then we got the Chem Cannon. That's the most important one. Chem Cannon, 2+ to wound, D6 shots, re-rolling if I need to, being Catachan. 6 shots.
Ouch.
Could wipe out most of the squad here. I need to wound on 2s though, and I can't re-roll anything here because I've got no command points. Oh, I see a 1, but that's average to be fair. That's 5 dead orcs. There we go, and that's what the Chem Cannon does. Took out most of the orc boys there, but they can now make that charge, which they will auto charge anyway here, but yeah, it gets 7 as well, so getting yourself tucked in. And there we go, Orc boys easily making their charge. -2 to move through the tree line, but they've still pushed into it and still within an inch of the Bane Wolf. Knobs can't now get Overwatch, but they still need to make the charge. Might need to use Here We Go, we'll see. They don't probably, at least I assume so. Looks like a 7 charge.
Okay,
So you're going to
re-roll
reroll
that
the 1, because you're not quite getting in. You need just like another inch.
That'll do.
That'll do the job. There we go, Knob's easily getting in now with Here We Go. Bane Wolf is looking pretty scared now. The War Boss, charging into the Ogrins. No Overwatch left for me now.
Long charge there.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow, 12. Definitely getting in. Roar! Killer Claws! Nicely done. Smacking dab into the Ogrins. Not looking forward to that. Orc boys are then going to go on this flank into the Ogrins. You need a 9.
No.
Or rerolling both or 1? Rerolling both, needing a 9. Oh, exceptional. Wow. Yeah, here it is, the green type. Orc boys crowding in as best they can there around the terrain. Where do you want to go first? You're attacking everywhere first anyway, there's nothing I can do about that. Colonel can heroically intervene 6 inches. Because he has the Catachan Warlord trait, and he gets within an inch of that Orc boy. That is the perfect situation for him as well, because he can only be attacked by 1 Orc boy more or less, if not a couple, so I'll take that. He heroically intervenes. So strength 10, so you'll be wounding on 3s, but you're hitting on 4s because you're unwieldy. +1 attack for the buzzsaw, the kill source. Wow, good start.
And that gives me
Goff.
2
Yeah.
Goff explosions.
Whoa, Jesus. Okay, I'm not liking his chances already. Okay, 3s to wound against the Hellhound tank. 2 miss on that one. Wow, okay, so 4 go through already. That's 8 damage. No saves there for -4 AP on the saws. So he's on 3 wounds remaining. So 6 attacks for both of the claws.
Needing 4s.
And you're looking for them Goff rolls again. Not so good that time. That's evened it out a lot. That's probably the Hellhound living actually.
So
Single one. You got a wound yet though. 3, I think. 6 up save for that one. Oh, I thought it was going to go then.
and it's D3 damage.
If you get a 3 here, it's down. So it's his big roll. No.
1.
Okay, so he's on 9 damage, which means I'm on 2 wounds remaining. Orc boys are going to try and finish off the tank. He's got 2 wounds remaining. It's going to be tough though. Go for it.
Needing 3s.
7 attacks, 3s needed, yeah.
No sixes.
Another good roll though, really.
Yeah.
Needing 5s. Can you do it? You do get 2. There's 2 saves to be made here, and I've got 2 wounds remaining. If I fail both of these on 3-ups, the tank goes down. I'll be disappointed if it does, but that's what the games are all about. Catachan roar! Roar! Yes! He's alive on 1 wound remaining. Okay, and then my tank is just going to attack back here because we might as well since he's survived. He's down to his lowest stat bracket, so he's got a single attack on a 6. Who knows? No, is that cocked?
Yeah.
It is! Reroll! No. I would have been amused if it killed an Orc boy, to be honest, but not quite. Okay, so the attack squig for the war boss gets separate attacks, yeah?
Yeah.
Go for it, so 2 attacks. Okay, hitting 1, I guess. Goth roll for a 6-up.
No.
Nice,
Yeah.
so 3 hits, because you're actually hitting on 2s here. Wounding, so 5s to wound, strength 4 against the Ogrins. No wounds.
Nothing.
5 attacks, 4 plus 1 because of your stratagem. And you're going to be unwieldy though, I would imagine.
I'm re-rolling.
3s, but you're re-rolling for the claw.
So
And
re-roll
re-rolling those 2. Oh man. 5 hits.
And then a 6 gives me another.
Yes, it does, yeah. Nice,
Okay.
that's brutal. 2s to wound, re-rolling.
Just one.
And re-roll that anyway. Yeah, that's all of the Ogrins dead, I think. Okay, yeah, Warlord. Straight through my Ogrins, tears them to bits. Good 5 or 6, all of them went through, I think, all 6, so 3 dead Ogrins, bye-bye. Piling in 3 to get in there. Around my Colonel Duke himself. The Al's Warlord, Klawzilla himself, he's not consolidated. He wants to be shielded instead. Okay, so over here, after you piled in, you've got the knob. 3 attacks on 4s because you're unwieldy with your claw. Failed 1, passed 2. 2's the wound. Okay. 5 up invuns for my leader. I need him to pass one of these, otherwise he has a chance of dying on these claw attacks. 5 ups. Oh, man, I failed both. Okay. D3 for each of these. Chances are he might go down here on average. Oh, he lives! Oh, he lives on a wound.
Damage.
So 3s and 3s, 15 attacks from the rest of the Orc boys that are in. You've got 5 in there, 3 attacks each.
Oh, not great.
Bit below average, and you've got only 1 6, which you didn't get. Okay, wounding on 3s. I got 5 up save. Okay, that's probably going to kill him. 5 saves on 5 ups. And I'll tell you what, he did pretty well, but yeah, he's a dead man. Poor decision by Duke. He's downed in the first battle. We'll have to see what that results in after the battle is completed. But yeah, that's not good for the Catachan, not a good start. The only thing I can take from this round, to be honest, is that Bane Wolf surviving. Otherwise, we go into turn 2, I think, because I think that's you done, unless you want to consolidate. Okay, then that is the end of that round, that whole round. It was not great at all for the Orcs there, not at all. The Warlord for UL also gained a tally towards the Reaper, and so did this Orc squad. Okay then guys, so with this unit here, they lost 6 boys this round. So morale for this unit, you need to roll a 1.
Nope.
No, so they fail. So the 1 dies, and then the knob needs to pass on a 1 or a 2. And he doesn't pass, he fails. Alright then, so we go into my turn 2. Things are looking pretty bad for the Catachan, to be perfectly honest. There's a lot of things to learn ready for the next Crusade mission, but that's what I love about this Crusade campaign. I can learn, change up the list, make changes ready for next game, I suppose. I do have nice plans. I wish I could have used the other Hellhound this game, but I didn't quite get him ready, so I will be back with a vengeance. So at the end of the round 1 then, going into round 2, just a little tactical update then for you on the Catachan. This unit is probably going to end up falling back here because I need to pull off shots with this squad into them. Not aware of a stratagem I can use to pull these back, which is why I really desperately needed to keep alive my Colonel. That was a bad move, moving him in. I just didn't think that they would pile around that quickly. I did not see that coming. Bane Wolf is alive. He's the one hope I have of something happening this round. to be honest, and this squad getting off all of their shots into the Orc boys to see how much we can take down there. But we'll have to wait and see. Any update on that this rounder for the Orcs? For the killer claws? The Warlord is ridiculous.
They're going to be warging.
Yeah.
And killing.
Okay.
They're hoping to warg and kill.
Mm-hmm.
And the bushwhackers sneaky gits.
Oh, of course, the blooming commandos haven't even managed to come in yet.
Are going to make a sneaky appearance somewhere on the board.
Nice. Going into turn 2, I hold one objective at the back there with the Catachan squad there. It will be them staying put on that objective as well, because then they can more or less just, hopefully if they survive, at least get the 10 points for that. But I mean, you're going to start pushing on me now anyway, so I'm not holding out too many hopes for that. Into movement, these are going to fall back 6. They're going to fall back 6 slightly to get on that objective, but stay within 12 of the Orc boys. There's nothing I can do about them without my commander on the field to be able to shoot back into the Orc boys there. Banewolf will obviously just stay put because he can shoot inside combat now anyway. There we go, Catachan there is falling back slightly into formation. Just staying on the objective as well, which is fine because I need them to keep holding that, I guess. These have fallen back here and unfortunately won't be able to shoot this turn, but worth doing. A lot of shots to come from there, so hopefully that'll deal with most of those Orc boys. The squad that came back anyway should have died really. Banewolf will also get to shoot now. No orders this round because obviously my colonel, unfortunately Duke, has had to be dragged from the battlefield. Then we're going to go into the knobs, so it's going to be cam cannon for d6, re-rolling if I need to. I'll re-roll. Yep, there you go, 6 shots. So auto hitting, 6 shots, wounding on 2s. Oh man, what is it with my ones on these cam cannons? So 4 though, it's not bad. 4 wounds at minus 3 AP. Yeah, minus 3 AP, so 5 up saves. And got you made 1, so that's 1 dead I guess, because it's 1 damage each. Okay, so that's 1 dead, and then multi-multi will go, needing a 6. However, I can re-roll 1 hit roll per round with my Augur Array. So 6 re-rolling. I miss, I think. Oh, on a 5 though. On a 6. No, not doing it. That would have been another dead, dead knob otherwise, hopefully. Okay, so then the Stormbolter will also go into the Mega Knobs. It's going to be on 6s. And we get 1/6. Wounding, it's going to be, they toughness 4, aren't they? So 4s. 1 wound, but it's a 2-up save. Oh, he fails, so he does take a damage. Are you gonna use it?
Yeah.
2 up. Yep, makes it. Okay, Guardsmen going into the Orc boy squad here. We've got rapid firing for God knows how many shots now. So we're going to do the Guardsman squad here into the Orc boys for d6 from the Flamer, getting 3 shots. Auto hitting, wounding on 4s. 3 wounds, nice. No AP. 3 6-ups. No, 3 dead already. It's a good start. 16 shots from the last gunfire into the Orc boys. 4s needed. That's not bad. Looking about average, I think. So not bad. We need 5s to wound though. It's the hard part. And that might well be cocked. It is cocked. I'll re-roll it. Hey! Thought just when I thought I had it. Okay, so 3 wounds will do me. 3 6-up saves again. And no, 3 more die. Plasma pistol is the last one on a 4. Misses on a 3. So not quite from the Catachan, but still good. That was good. Took out 6 Orc boys. This squad is so useless right now. It's a pain in the ass, but I had to fall them back to get the shots in. Yeah, I think although I was going to plan on staying on that objective at the back, I think it's more important to wipe out these boys and survive a bit longer. I need a 6-inch charge. I get a 7. Nice, we do it. Charging all the way into there, nicely done. There we go, all piling in, and then we've got 10 attacks. Although the Sergeant will probably have more, but he's got his Power Sword as well. Yep, 2 attacks first from the Sergeant with his Power Sword. So 4s to hit. Get both, that's important. 4s to wound on a Power Sword. Get both wounds, wow. And that is 2 dead Orcs. Nice from the Sergeant. Okay, so 9 attacks on 4s. For the normal Guardsman, that's about 50-50 again, that's good. So we got 5 hits, wounding on 4s because strength 4 with Catachan. And oh dear, not so good with the wounding though, only 1 wound. 6 up save.
Yay!
Oh dear. So coming over here, it's your choice first in my fight phase, outside of charging.
Buzzsaws.
Yep.
Attacking the tank.
Gonna be 4s, yeah.
4 attacks needing 4s because I'm unwieldy. No. Only 1.
Okay, only 1 hit. Wounding as well, you need a 3. Ooh, makes the wound. And I think that's enough. What's the AC?
2 damage.
What's the AP?
AP -4.
Yeah, that's the one that does it. Down goes the tank. On a 6 I explode. No! Where's all the fun? Down goes the Bane Wolf. Also, my Catachan have consolidated after they fought, and they pushed around 3 because then I will be holding this objective because I'm troop. The Orc boys have got to go back into me here though. We've got 3 attacks with the Claw on 4s. Oh wow, exceptional hitting. And an extra one for the Goth, not getting that one. So it's going to be wounding on 2s. Go for it. Missing 1, so 2 go down. 2 go down, and then there's just 1 other boy remaining.
3 attacks.
Indeed. Needing 3s, and then 3s. And I got to save against this for a 5 up. No, not quite making it. And there we go, another one bites the dust, which means I've lost 3 from that squad this round. We've already done our consolidation. It's gonna be into Orks turn 2, but we'll do a morale test for my Catachan there. A 5 up would fail here on the morale for that guardsman squad. And that's cocked. Reroll. And that's probably still cocked. It's cocked. Reroll. Yay! Okay, we pass. So we're Orc boys also need to pass morale here. Anything but a 1 will fail here, so you need a 1. And you're not going to be able to auto pass this, so. And you fail. 1 dies, which will be the Orc boy here. Because I'm guessing you'll want the knob alive. Then on a 1 or a 2, he will fail. Okay, so the Orc boy to the left there dies. You're not going to bash heads together, it's worse odds. So the Claw, on a 1 or a 2, he dies. He runs. Oh, he's okay for now. So once again, somehow, the same knob from that same unit has stayed on the field. Okay, so going into Orks turn 2, you're up to 20 victory points to my 10L. You held that objective and you held the one on that side. I hold this one and that one. So you don't actually hold more than me either, that's interesting. So you didn't get the points for that. Moving forward, the Shaman and the knobs. So movement complete, is the Warboss staying there as well, yeah?
Yeah, because he's planning on a charge.
Okay, and then under the movement, the Commandos, the boys, are dropping in, out of the shadows. Oh, smoking his cigar. Dropping in there. You can't drop into my deployment round 2 onwards. Round 3 onwards you can. Staying 9 away from everybody there. Jumping down onto that objective, I assume. So, any Psychic to be done?
I do Warpath.
Yeah, on them.
These.
18-inch range. Needing a 7, well you need a 6 actually. You got a 12, so it definitely goes off. So they're +1 attack for this turn. And then you're going to try and jump them?
Yeah.
Warp jump them. Needing a 6 again, I believe.
7.
So sorry, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. You don't get the +1 unless you've got lots of boys around you.
Yeah.
So it is just a 7, actually. You do need a 7 here. Oh, gets it on a 7. Wow, so you're jumping them as well. Jumping the Mega Knobs down into the back line here. Nicely done. And then it's going to be on to shooting. Shooter from the Warboss into this Catachan squad. It's the only target. 2 shots on 5s. Nope. Single shooter there as well, because you're not in range with the Scorcher. Okay, so 2 dice, missing both
Snake
ones.
eyes.
Snake eyes. Okay, so it's just charge phase. Warboss going into here, I guess. It's an also charge, but you can roll anyway.
There we go.
Oh.
Just made it.
Okay, do you want to re-roll at all? Because you're going to make it anyway. I don't know if you want to get further round.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, 6, so probably a bit better. Getting him round to there and into combat. You need a 9 with those brutes. Here we go. What do you got there?
A 7. I'm gonna reroll
just the 3?
Just the 3, I think.
It's tight.
I'm gonna need a 5.
Yeah. It's always a big roll to make, even with a reroll.
I think I'm probably...
You are better.
I might as well stick with that.
Nope.
No, 8.
Just short. Wow. Too far to go. So Warboss charged in, 2 attacks with the squig on 2s, wounding on 3s, I believe, and both wound -1 AP. So 6 up saves. Don't make either. 5 attacks then with the Warlord for the actual claw on 3s, rerolling the 2. 6 as well, so you get an extra dice. 6 hits, wounding on 2s, rerolling.
All those ones.
Okay, it should be illegal, man. Jeez. Okay, that's the end of that. It would be going into turn 3 here. Warboss gets another tally as well on his kills, so I think he's even with the 1 Orc Boy squad, if I am correct in saying. Consolidating the Warboss 3 as well. He's pushed towards the Guardsman there. I still actually hold this objective. I was the last one to hold it, and nobody else has taken over it since. However, the Commandos have taken my one at the back there, so I get 10 points for this one here, and that's it. So I'm on 20, which is equal with you, Al, I believe. Okay, so Guardsmen are the only ones left for me. I'm up 10 points to 20. I'm also up a command point, actually. We will go move 6 around the edges here and get into position to blast away this Warboss. Okay, and then we're getting ready to pummel a ton of shots into things here. The Flamer is going to go into the Knob. Everything else is going to go into the Warboss. Flamer will try and finish off this singular Knob. 5 shots, that's how we can potentially do it. On 4s to wound, we get 2 wounds. Oh man, do I want to reroll one of those? I think I'm going to use my CP for this, so I'm going to reroll 1 to make sure that Knob goes down. For a 4, yes, that's 3 saves now, so unless you make 2 6-ups, he's a dead man. A dead boy. He's dead. Okay, made sure of that. Knob goes down. Everything else is going into the Warlord, so we'll do 8 lots of lasgun rapid firing for 16 shots. Okay, re-rolling that one, it's cut. Nice, not looking too bad. Good start. Ooh, wounding on 5s. Oh, that is 4 saves to make on 4 ups. There we go. Fails 2, takes 2 damage. He's down to 5 wounds remaining. It's going to be my Sergeant with his plasma pistol. He will overload it, because why not, at this point in the game. So I'm needing a 4, not a 1. I got a 1. He's dead.
Oh no!
Okay, so we're going to finish the game out every time with this campaign anyway, so I might as well charge the Guardsman before you charge me. So you're going to Overwatch for a CP? Or not?
Yeah, why not?
Might as well.
I've only got 1
Scorcher
left.
for D6.
Oh, auto hits.
Single shot, auto hits. Wounding on a 3.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow, okay. Get a 6. Wounding on a 3. Ah, yes! These Guardsmen are going to do it. If they kill this Warlord, it'd be hilarious. If they won't, but... we get the charge off. Boom. Getting in there. Surrounding the Warboss. There we go. All of the Guardsmen surrounding the massive Warboss. Okay, no Sergeant, so it's just going to be 9 attacks straight up. 4s, then 5s. Okay, that's not bad at all. And wounding. Wounding is going to be on 5s. That's only another single save. Not a great wounding there, really. Single save on a 4-up for the Warlord. Fails it, so he does take another damage and goes down to 4. Warlord attacking back, it's going to be 2 squigs on 2s, an extra attack for the Goths, gets it, wounding on 3s. Okay, 3 go through, -1, 6 up saves. I make 1, fail 2, 2 dead, so we'll take off these 2 at the back here. 5 attacks, re-rolling to hit on 3s, re-rolling those 3. And then you get 2 additional dice, so you might as well re-roll those again for the Goth. Wounding on 2s, and you got all the wounds. 5 bite the dust, there's only 2 remaining. I'll do my morale just to see if we fail this here, because then the game might as well end there. So it will be on a 1, I pass. I don't. Voxcaster can die. Flamer lives. On a 1 or a 2, he dies. He lives. And then I think we'll probably end it there, guys, to be honest. I wasn't going to bring it back there anyway. It went south with the Catachan. Shouldn't have charged in the Colonel. Heroically intervened. Saying that, I did not expect that. I completely forgot how good this Warlord is that I'll build with this Claw and everything. Rerolling everything, you know, the attacks are savage. That Claw is mad. He's got the shooting as well. It's just a crazy, nasty model, really. How much power is he?
4.
Oh my god, that's madness. He's without a doubt the best model on the board, and he's ripped stuff to shreds, man. But it will be, I mean, like I say, things I would have done differently. The Bane Wolf really needed to shoot before the Sentinel did it at the beginning of the game. If the Chem Cannon had gone first, he would have been in range and could have done some damage and finished off the remainder of these boys before they were able to come back full strength here. That's essentially what I guess won the game, wasn't it? Say won the game. Started to turn the tide of the game for sure. The green tide, as it were. Without a doubt. Because if that unit had have gone down, that was a whole unit off the board for good. They passed the morale as well. So they managed to stay on. In terms of your agendas, Al, I didn't get any in the end. Reaper, I didn't actually kill anything, I don't think. Oh no! Sorry, the unit that just went out of action did manage to kill the Nob there in the end. I think that's the only unit I had that actually managed to kill a unit without them dying because of morale. So running from the board, I believe. Yeah, so the only thing out of action for Al in the end was a full unit of boys. The other unit of boys that went out of action was due to morale, so I don't get any points for that in terms of tally for Reaper. So the unit that just went down, we'll say they're the infantry squad number 1. They will now get named because they've received some honour. Al, you won this game as well for the sweep and clear, which is the first of the best of 3 for the first 3 missions, which means that you got Reaper, I believe, your Warlord and the Orks boy squad on this side both had 2 kills, so you can choose between those 2 for who gets the Reaper points for the extra experience. You won the game, which means you get to choose 2 units instead of just 1 to be crowned with honour after this game. So we'll have to choose things. What we will do, guys, we'll sort out all of the experience points and everything to do with upgrading and whatnot in between battles, and we'll update you at the beginning of the next battle for what has what, essentially. Okay, so at the end of that game, we're sorting out some experience points and things now. Just a tactical overview, Al, after the game. The Catachan, I'm going to have to take a couple of different units and mix it up a tad, I think. Need more fire. One other thing I think I might well do is I might well keep Duke inside the mobile transport and take the Chimera maybe next time, just to try that out. I'd take 3 guardsman squads again, I think, but I might also consider taking the special weapons flamer squad. Scout Sentinel did alright, to be fair, pushed up the table, blocked things in, but like I said, I did make a couple of mistakes really early game, which could have wiped out that first squad, so it's my own fault for a lot of it. Commandos, we didn't get to see anything of in the end. I suppose they took that one objective off me at the back, which is kind of what they do. The Nobs seem to do what they always do, wreck in face on the tanks. I couldn't quite get within range of them first turn, so maybe I should have been more conservative with my tank. It's hard to say really, but maybe I rushed forward too quickly. However, I hope you guys really enjoyed the first game. Al, what do you think of that? Good first performance from Klawzilla.
Good fun, yeah.
Yeah, the Warlord I think's unbelievable. He's going to win you most battles, I think.
Yeah,
that you do win.
He's just brutal. He's so savage that I actually feel bad about it. He is brutal, isn't he? He is.
Along with some Mega Knobs on the table as well. I definitely need some to get the AP.
Yeah, those Mega Knobs have performed well.
Yeah.
In previous games as well. That's why I took them over the Killer Cans, to be honest, because they just seem to...
yeah.
And I thought in conjunction with having the Psyker, with the jump...
Yeah.
If you can cast Warpath on them, give them +1 attack, and then send them...
Definitely, yeah, it's brutal.
You've got a 9-inch charge, but you re-roll in with here you go,
yeah.
and you can re-roll only one of the dice if you want. So That's
I mean, you made your charges pretty well this game. Only the Mega Knobs failed to charge. Pretty ridiculous charging everywhere. But with Here We Go, you'd expect to make most of them.
Orks seem to be really
good in combat patrol.
Good on this size board.
It really does seem like it. I think most combat forces should be. I think Tyranids are just awful either way at the moment, unfortunately, until they get some updates. But we both gain a requisition point for that game as well. I'll sort out my experience. I still get to give one unit 3 experience points. Al got the warp agenda on the Psyker as well, so he gets +2 on him. I'll be looking forward to the next game. Hope you guys join us there. Make sure that you subscribe, that your notification bell is turned on, so that you get notified whenever our new reports come out. Sign up if you can to become a member, guys, and support this campaign and all the effort we're putting into it, and so that we can do future reports and keep the channel going, essentially, and making videos for you guys. And you'll get early access to all the campaign battle reports that come out, so why not? Throw a like on the video, leave us some comments down below, let us know what you think of the awesome campaign that we're having here. Can't wait for it to progress and see how things go. The backstory is awesome, and I love the models involved. I need to get some revenge next game. We're going to be coming back, Duke's going to be coming back harder than ever, and we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But we'll see you next time, guys. Happy skirmishing.
Hi there, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do make sure you are subscribed to the channel and make sure to hit the notification bell. Also throw us a like on the video and leave us a comment down below. Finally, if you would care to support the long-term progress and stability of the channel, please sign up to become a Patreon member in the link below the video for as little as $3 per month, just like the amazing people to the left of me. You will gain access to many different benefits, but you will also be making sure that we can still put out videos for the foreseeable future. Thanks for watching, and you can check out more of the videos here, right on our channel. Everything skirmish. But until next time, happy skirmishing, guys.